Okay, is that better? Yeah, that looks better. Oh my god. I was so transparent before. I don't know what happened. But we are back, and we are better than ever. We are ready to play a little bit of the brand new Spider-Man 2 update, baby. Let's go. I'm so excited. This has probably been one of my more looked forward to updates in recent memory. If you could believe it. I'm trying to figure out... There we go. What's up, Gabby? Can you hear me? Everything looking good? We're just getting started. Cool. Alright, well, I don't really want to mince many words or kind of wait around too much. I kind of just want to get started. My hair, utter disaster right now. If you can't tell, I'm trying to contain the disaster zone right here, but it is not going too hot. Not going too hot at all. Hood over the headphones and the beanie. That would be devious. That would be utterly devious. We're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay. So we have a brand new update to dive into. New Game Plus. I got a whole new capture card and was so excited I was going to go pick it up and it was going to be a cool ordeal. Unfortunately, the place closed and they did not have my order ready. So, what we are going to do instead is just stream off the old PS5. I have a PlayStation camera, so I figured, you know what? Let's just do it old-fashioned way. I honestly don't care. I know that the stream quality is not going to be total peak, and I know that the video quality is probably not like on the camera. Is probably not as great as it could be if I did my PC setup. I just don't have the proper Elgato capture card right now. At least, I mean, I have one, but it's old and it hasn't been tested in a while. The last time it was used, it kind of bugged out on me. So I'm not too confident in that. I want to get my new proper capture card before I start doing PC stuff again. But yeah, I mean, for now, I think this is solid. I think this is solid as hell. And I just want to play some Spider-Man. So let's press X to start. Okay. New Game Plus. So I loaded in earlier because there was I don't know if anyone went through the update process earlier and knows what I'm talking about, but there was a bit of a fiasco where you kind of downloaded the update at the start of the day. And it was great. You loaded the game up, you're ready to go into New Game Plus, and then it's like nothing has changed at all. I was like, what's going on here? Like, this is awful. I guess it was just an update that added the 2 new charity suits that they're selling for $5, which That's cool. The suits aren't like the most amazing in the world, but when you know the story that it's, I believe Insomniac went to like, I can't remember if they ran this foundation themselves or if they went to a foundation, and it kind of it gives like underprivileged children an outlet to start expressing art and a way to try and like get them into the industry early. Which I think is really cool. So like the message behind it, and it only being $5, and I guess the suits are coming at a later point for free. Everyone will be able to have them. They're just doing $5 for early access if you want to play with them now, and all the proceeds of the $5 go to that charity. Which is crazy. I mean, honestly, like regardless of the suits, they're not my favorite suits in the world, but you have the full context behind it, that's a pretty sweet fucking story, honestly. So, I'll probably have to get those suits at a certain point here. I just spent a lot of money on an Elgato capture card, so I'm not, I know the suit pack's only $5. I'm really saving that money right now. So, that's where we're at until payday. But yeah, let's not mince any words. Let's dive in. I think I'm gonna go with I want to do Ultimate because, you know, you want to dive in and you want to have that challenge, especially it's New Game Plus. I'm gonna have, you know, some gadgets going in. I'm gonna have some stuff right off the bat. I'm probably going to end up going Ultimate. Not going to lie. Probably going to end up going Ultimate. Might get a bit... It might get a bit too tame if I try. The save that I'm playing this off of is a Spectacular save, and I feel like if I went to Spectacular again with my gadgets that I already have, and I'm going to get more powerful, because I kind of briefly glanced through the patch notes. I've honestly been trying to save myself because I tried to start it this morning before work. It was 7, you can see right here, 7:25 a.m. I tried to fucking log in. I work at 8 a.m. I work from home today, so I was like, cool, I'm going to log in at 7 a.m. when the update drops, and I am going to play for at least like an hour, 45 minutes or so, and kind of get like the opening sections done. Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. That first update came out, and it was just to add those 2 suits. It was not the New Game Plus update like we were all thinking it was going to be. And so, yeah, I definitely was a little bit, I'm not upset, but I was just kind of bummed. I was really like, I had this whole like thing. I was looking forward to waking up and playing it for a bit and then getting into work. But, you know, it is what it is. I got the update downloaded and it's ready to go. I logged in again to make sure this time, because that was the thing. When I logged in the first time, you couldn't see anything here, so I went into my save file at 7:25 after fucking around for a little bit, and yeah, there was no options for New Game Plus. So turns out there was a second update dropping. That one was much bigger. It had the New Game Plus. It had the features that we are supposedly looking for. I'm gonna dive in and see. But first, I'm going to take a big old sip of this water. Yeah. Very excited. Do I think this is going to fix every problem with the game? No. Do I think this game is perfect? No. Do I love the hell out of it? Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but not at all. So, yeah, if you're ready to see someone probably have a pretty dang good time, then yeah, get ready to watch this, because here we freaking go. I know we get new suits, new gadget styles, like visual styles. Like, I think there's golden gadget styles or something, which not the greatest thing in the world, but not the worst thing either. That's pretty cool. And we get like new suit fusions. There's new levels past the level cap, ultimate levels. So there's ways to progress in New Game Plus, which I'm really stoked to see how that goes and how we progress, I suppose. God damn it. All right, let's New Game Plus this, and yeah, we're gonna just go ultimate. Settings, actually, yeah, that's pretty important. Gotta make sure performance uncapped. Brightness. Hopefully this all looks good. I'm just kind of... Yeah, that looks solid to me. Have to save or confirm? No? Alright, cool. My camera's blocking the bottom part of the screen with all the button prompts. I'm like... Okay, let's do this. New Game Plus. Here we go. Diving in. Freaking Harry. Diving in the tank. Mr. Symbiote himself. Looking gorgeous, honey.
We're ready. Are you good?
Just called the symbiote honey. Unironically.
Promise me something.
Anything.
If this doesn't work,
We're off to a good start.
take me out.
Take you out?
It'll work.
Oh, take you out of the
I
tank.
don't have a lot of time left. I want a chance to say goodbye.
I'm not going to lose you.
I mean, you might lose him for a bit, though.
I will never
Did you think
let
about
you
that?
go.
Gross. Okay. Take my feet off of the freaking cabinet here so that I'm not shaking you guys every time I move. I will be very interested to see what suits I had last selected. I dove in this morning, but I barely paid attention. I know I had a red and blue suit on for Peter, but that could be a number of different suits.
I'm here!
And I have no idea what I was wearing with Miles, so we'll
Good
just
morning,
have to
class.
see. It'll be
We have a new teacher
treat.
joining us today.
A little treat for the one
Hi.
person who will
My name's
enjoy
Pete.
that,
My
and it's
word,
me.
Mr. Parker. And we are all very lucky today
yourself.
because this is physics class, and physics is awesome.
It is.
Ever wonder
I just don't
how
understand
some insects and birds, reptiles can just run right across a pond? 2 words: surface tension.
It's getting sandy.
Bathroom.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Sit down. It's my first day.
Now, surface tension is all about cohesion. Okay? Now, in equation form, surface tension, gamma, can be calculated as the force exerted parallel to the surface of a liquid, F, divided by the length, L, of the line over which the force acts. Can anybody...
I need your help.
Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself?
I'm sure.
Okay, class. Read chapter 4 or 5 or whatever. Miles, I need this job. If the principal comes back and sees I'm gone, I'm gonna get fired.
I know, but you gotta see this.
They almost got me. For a split second there, for the tiniest second there, they almost got me. But I remember this game, all right? All right? Streamer mode on. You will not be taking this down, anyone. I will be interested to see what plays instead, because I've only played this game with the licensed music, so I apologize if it's just like a fucking frog blowing through a flute or something. What is that mental image? Streamer mode is on.
Marco, why today?
It did save, right? I'm sorry to keep pausing this. I'm terrified now. Hold on. Streamer mode's on, right? Okay. I'm trusting you, Insomniac.
Hey. I'm so getting fired.
Was this song not copyrighted? Oh, I had some fire suits. No Way Home and what is that? Black tracksuit? Let's go.
Principal Evans already hates me for
Oh,
being late this
I'm
morning.
so back.
Bro,
Let's
I
go.
told you to be on time.
Got your web wings already.
I'll be back before we know it.
Good, because I had my college application review with the school counselor.
Real question, do I still have my
Finish your
symbiote?
essay?
Ooh, no, but I do have my iron arms. Let's go.
Let's get to the city and take care of Marco quick then. Hey, MJ.
Let's.
Hey, guys.
Oh my
You remember
god, I'm
downtown
so
fast?
ready to play this again, actually.
Had you on the ground for the bugle?
Oh my god, you just get your hands on the swinging again, and it's like freaking riding a bike.
You'll whip him into shape in no time. So, what's up with Marco? Been
Oh.
years since our last showdown.
According to witnesses, he was running down Broadway yelling nonsense. They say he seemed angry and paranoid and delusional. He just exploded.
I'm just freaking. I'm geeking. I actually forgot how much I loved this game.
Be careful.
Good thing there
Oh,
are two Spider-Men.
I actually just.
Good luck.
Thanks, MJ.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up
Update
too.
this thing?
No way.
It looks
They're
even
untested.
better than the
Barely
last time I
prototypes.
saw it. Hold
You
on.
brought 'em, right?
No comment.
I don't wanna break up the flow of this opening part, just gawking. Let's keep going here. Oh my god. You say that a game has like New Game Plus in your head and you're like, yeah, it's New Game Plus, but then you realize like, oh, it's a dope. Jesus, I'm trying to talk here.
But I think we found him.
No, but
Marco!
you forget how freaking dope the actual playing of something like New Game Plus on a dope game is gonna be, and
MJ wasn't kidding. We gotta help him before he
here
hurts
we are.
someone.
I'm living. Take
Maybe
some of
he's
that.
hungry. Should toss the big guy a snack.
Let's go ahead and go up. Take some of that. Got another one of those. Dodge.
Keep him busy. I got an idea.
Good bros. Take some of that. Flint.
Still angry after all these years, Marco? You should try yoga.
I am just now realizing that Sandman is called Flint Marco because Flint, like the rock. God damn it. I'm never gonna look at that the same again. I always just thought that was like a cool name for like a henchman dude, because that's the thing, like Sandman's always just kind of like the henchman who happened to get crazy powers. Like otherwise he kind of comes across as that like, you know, kind of the like thug villain, but he also like has a reason for it with his daughter and everything. So he's kind of got that layer of depth to him. Yeah. I I always just thought that Flint Marco was a cool fitting name for like a henchman guy, like Flint Marco. Fucking Flint's on the job, all right? He's gonna get it done. Fucking Flint like the Rock. I'm so angry. I'm so angry.
Must be more of a Pilates guy.
Oh my god, this suit just looks gorgeous with all the sand particles.
Never said it was a good one.
Let's go. I'm hoping this looks crisp. I'm not really checking on the quality, so I'm kind of leaving it up to you guys. If it looks bad or sounds bad, just let me know. And I will promptly fix it. I have tools at my disposal to make sure these things are at least somewhat decent. Oh my god, the sand on the suit? This is looking gorge.
I wish I could do that.
Set Mr. Airstick down, but not before he barked on my suit.
He barked because I just said gorge.
Sandman just puked out
Yeah, I didn't forget.
He can do that?
Apparently.
I wish I could.
Need you now.
Go ahead and web grabber you guys, and oh, you still got your anti-venom in you. Okay. So I just start the game with the symbiote. Let's freaking go. I'm busy. I'm busy.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm just.
Delete.
It worked. I mean, I'm just running back right now.
Get back here and supervise your students.
So insane having the symbiote in this opening section.
Doesn't sound good.
Oh, I was like, the camera's fixed right now. That actually really messed with me. So far, not feeling the... Okay. They wanted to check me right as I was about to call them out. I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling the ultimate difficulty so far. Immediate clock.
During a citywide emergency.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Take a little of that. Are you gonna let me finish your henchman first? Come on, Flint.
Sandman.
I always hated that name.
I know you're
I
angry
hate both
at
your
me.
names
This has
now.
nothing to do
So,
with you.
if that makes you feel any better. I'm actually really excited to just play this story again.
But it's gonna hurt first.
Take a little shower. Take a little shower, Sandman. This hair is just awful. I really cannot emphasize that enough, but I also feel like I'm probably the only person who cares, so...
Guess he wasn't happy to reconnect.
Yeah, he's not really the nostalgic type.
Let me go, or I'll kill you.
Oh my god, I forgot how good the tracksuit looks with this color variant.
His shoulder's already wet.
Bet he's not a big fan of electricity then either.
Read my mind.
Put one right to your chest. Put one right to your chest. Yes.
We need more water though.
I'll hit him with webs while I get sparky.
Come
I'll
on.
keep the water flowing in the meantime.
Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. What's up, buddy? Keep it saucy. Keep it saucy. Keep it moving. And... Get that slingshot. Into a dive. I'll take that. There we go. Woo. Come on, Flint.
Done. Take your shot.
Yep. Smack you with these a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit to your face.
Somebody order some water.
I believe I did. Bang! One of the craziest openings of any game in a long time. God, this suit looks incredible. Symbol is so dynamic, but the top part just still looks like that classic Spidey design.
Yankee, you there? Dude, this is nuts. I know, man. But listen, we need
I'm marveling at it. I gotta start focusing.
Let me check the grid. Stay safe, dude. You too, Mr. Parker. Will do.
Get a little bit of web. Let me take a couple chunks. Rock you a little bit, Flint.
Knew I never should have taught at a gifted school. Give him today's forecast, Spider-Man. 100% chance of rain. We got him right where we want him.
Bang!
Guys, the water tank on the
How
map
awful
is
would that be if it was his catchphrase?
We're talking 10,000 gallons here. Got it. Thanks, Genki.
Oh my god, why do we look so saucy? That No Way Home suit in this opening is like
We got him right where we want him.
just a visual feast.
I may have spoken too soon. And he's definitely getting bigger. Keep climbing. We're so close. The water tank.
Yep, throw me in. Throw me in as Miles. Let's do it.
I just wanted to live normal, like everyone else.
This isn't the way, Marco.
For a guy like me, there is no other way.
I guess he's honestly... I don't know how that hit me, but we'll just forget that for a moment. Honestly, a guy named Flint, he really did have no other recourse. This was kind of one of, like, maybe two options in his life. And the other option was being a henchman or a thug. So, I mean, yeah, he really was boxed into a corner here.
All this destruction from one guy.
Take a little bit of that, please. I got my late game Venom powers. You guys are done. Oh, you guys are gonna, yep. Made the mistake on my first playthrough of being on that side of the room.
Keep it moving, Miles.
I just wanted a regular life.
You can still have one.
It's too late now.
Oh, man. Why couldn't Marco just make sandcastles instead? Ma, everything okay? How much tea?
I
Come on
know.
in.
You're on every channel. I'm heading downtown to help coordinate resources and supplies.
I thought that was
He's
the
Yankee
X
Company.
ability for some reason.
He is. But I got this meeting with my
Pull
counselor
that.
later. And the
Yes,
principal
please.
said that
I can talk to your principal, but New York needs
Not
you right
being
now.
brought a sonic
Coolest
grenade,
mom
but
ever.
that actually
And
was
please,
very
be careful.
prudent.
Te quiero, mijo.
Like Ma said, can't let
God,
New
that
York down.
ricochet web is just the most cracked thing. What button is it to go invisible with Miles? Not really working. That, I do wish that the camo was a little bit more of a prevalent thing in this game, because I will not lie, in Miles, that was so much fun, how cracked it was. I know that's probably exactly why they had to tone it down, but like, God, it was so fun to be in the middle of combat and then just disappear, lose them, and then come right back into combat. Excuse me. so lucky that you were on a different platform.
Let's get into any college I wanted. Or Spider-Man.
You all take some of that.
Right. Brainstorm later, Miles. Focus. How's it going, Spider-Man? Almost there. The water tank's ours.
I went into the fucking Spider-Verse. I don't know any other way to put it. I went into the goddamn Spider-Verse. Well, I'm glad there's gonna be a record of what just occurred there. That was a brand new power, Miles. We haven't seen that one yet in the canon.
Nope.
Hopefully I never see it again. That shit was awful. Oh my good dude, cover that thing in sand more often. It looks fucking beautiful. Go ahead and throw those wings out. I'm really appreciating how on this New Game Plus playthrough they're not stopping me for the tutorials like they do on the first time you play. It's just skipping straight ahead, assuming I already know all this, which I do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I see him already. I'm right behind you.
I also really hope Tom Holland's No Way Home suit also has web wings. I know people don't want like too much tech on him, and I do agree where he's at right now, but I don't think web wings are too much. There's basically a wingsuit.
You care about them, but not me.
I don't know, I just think it adds this whole new dynamic layer to it. He's not flying, but it's cool to see like gliding, and he can ride wind currents to almost fly in a way, but it has to be in specific situations, you know? I like it. You look awesome. Can you tone it down? You just shocked me out of the sky. Love you, bud.
Any ideas?
Now, let's turn up the voltage.
Yeah. Class is back in session. Class, Orko's storm is generating a lot of electricity. What happens to the surface tension of sand if you turn up the voltage? Oh, you're right. Like when I shot the mini. A+. You absorb enough energy. I'll shoot it right at him. You want me
You just love to see it.
Can you handle it? Only one way to find out.
You got that one? I want to say the enemy counts are definitely reflecting this definitely feels like more enemies on the opening. At least than I remember.
Gotta break out the toys.
I cannot get enough of this thing right now. Jesus Christ. I mean, just look at this thing. That is gorgeous looking. What are we doing here, Miles? You're embarrassing us. That was awesome.
Now or never, Spider-Man. Time to move.
Why won't you just give up?
That was beautiful.
We promised to protect this city.
You're done, Sandy. Go back to the goddamn beach. Miles? Tone it down. That's the thing, I never quite understood if this was, like, is Sandman partially causing a storm on his own in this opening? Or is the fact that Miles being here in this Sandman storm, is that what's causing, like, all this lightning? That's something I never quite got clarified. But why don't you take a little Kamehameha while I contemplate? Cut your frickin' face in half. That's why they call it Spider-Man 2. Oh my god, and then just the beautiful cleanness. I wish I could just turn on, like, covered in sand filter for every suit. That looked gorgeous.
It's gonna be okay.
I haven't been okay.
How many times can you say gorgeous in one stream? Let's find out.
You need help, all you have to do is ask.
You're the ones. We're gonna need help when they come for you.
Ah.
Come for us.
Ah. Right. Six months ago.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei. A fate you will not share.
I've been in your shadow for
Can't be that dumb. You can't be that dumb.
Pathetic. I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir,
We tried.
perhaps.
And I say that's better than most of the people around here. Right, guy? Stabbed in the face.
Light the fires. The great hunt begins.
Bring it. I say what you got. Give me that title card, baby. New Game Plus. Kicking it off. Let's go. It's a fun opening. They really let you loose. I love a New Game Plus that does what it's supposed to. There's some New Game Pluses. I can't even remember them off the top of my head because I just blanked them from my memory. I did not like them that much. But there's some New Game Pluses that I know of where, like, they try and still drip feed out some stuff, even though you should have already unlocked it because it's New Game Plus, but they still, like, for story reasons or X reasons, you know, they still try and drip feed it, and it's just, like, don't do that, you know? I'm at that point. I'm ready to dive in fully with all the tools. I've actually been ready, honestly, with this game.
I know. The whole city's telecom network is down.
Yeah, I know that
requests that are coming in.
They'll all get queued, but wait.
Let you finish.
I'm gonna try a workaround.
Work fast.
Yeah, I know that the, like,
Right before the app went down, I saw a request for help at Liberty and Broadway.
It's headed there now.
I have spider sense, Genki.
Marco.
I'll figure it out.
Into you.
Yeah, I know that the discourse has been kind of like, this is way overdue. Like, they should have had all this stuff out by launch, and I get it. And ultimately, yeah, when the previous two games kind of got to that point eventually, you kind of want this game to already launch with it. I expect that. Or, I understand the expectations around that, I should say. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't... I can't get, like, overly upset. This is not like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League for me, where it just drops and you're like, what do we even do with this? What? Even the people who love that game are out there admitting the lack of content on release. And I mean, yeah, this game, the platinum is around 35 hours average from what I've seen. I've seen some people lowball it at like 30, 20 even, which is just... I mean, if you set this to a low difficulty and beeline, maybe, but really, I think 30 to 35 hours is the good average platinum. To be truthful, for me, it took 40 to 45. I was in, I think, what, like 42 hours? Somewhere around there by the time I finished my platinum, so I got my fill of this game. I got my fill and then some, so I've kind of been in a different realm of the discourse where I'm not so like, they need to give me this, like they failed to deliver on their promises. Like, it's Insomniac. These guys have put out nothing but consistent hitters.
Mr. Parker, I need your help to get the app back online.
What do you need?
I'll get it
Get to the roof of
online,
the building
trust
on
me.
4th and Lafayette.
What's the plan?
Forgive me if I talk through some of this opening stuff. It's boring filler stuff anyways. I'm just kidding. It's not boring.
That's a big job.
It's boring
How
to
long have you
me
been
because
planning
I've
this?
played the game
Dreaming
before,
about it
but
since 7th grade,
it's
but
just the
planning?
setup stuff.
For the last 2 minutes or so.
And it's New Game Plus, so I'm
should be a
assuming that
launcher
you've
around
already
What is all
seen
this
this
stuff?
game.
Environmental
And
study
if you
by
haven't,
Startup.
I'm not going to
The
spoil,
launchers for
like,
high-altitude weather
I'm going to
sensors.
try my best
And
not to
this
spoil
startup
any of the
gave us
story
permission?
details, just so you
Yes.
can kind of
I checked
experience
with the
it
head guy.
along with me.
Super nice.
I am
Excited
going
about
to
helping out
do
Spider-Man.
this as a full-on playthrough, so I probably need to retitle this video as a part 1, honestly. This is just going to be the first night of it, and I'm just going to kind of keep going. I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the weekend. I think starting at Thursday, going to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday with the full-on New Game Plus playthrough. I think I can manage that, finish it. Should be able to. Although I will say, we're probably going to switch up the stream. This is all being streamed native on PS5. I just have Ethernet connections, so I'm hoping that it's at least looking somewhat solid on your guys' end. I know the PS5 native streaming situation is not very great. Truth be told, I actually don't know that. I know that the PS4 streaming situation was not great and was pretty terrible. But it was a good entry level, and I did do it for a little bit. So can't knock it too much. But I don't really know the PS5 quality. I only did one stream, and that was a few months ago, and the quality was questionable beyond just the stream and the PS5 nature of it. There was issues with my Wi-Fi at the time, so I don't know if I could chalk it up to that or whatnot. I'm just kind of using this part 1 stream as a good kind of litmus test for that, but the bottom line is I'm going to be picking up a new capture card tomorrow, and we're hopefully just going to be able to move this whole operation over to the PC side of things in terms of the stream. And once we do that, I will feel a lot more confident about how everything looks, and I won't really have to like stress out in part 2 and onward going forward. I won't have to really stress about like focusing on all those settings because I'll just have it accessible on my PC. Probably move the PS5 and all the setup here because I'm on my TV right now, kind of in my console gaming setup, but the TV's so big and just where I'm sitting right now, I'm just kind of like looking up at it. Not very comfortable. I think we'll move this all over to the PC area, and I'll hook up my PS5 to that. Once I get my Elgato card, and we'll set up the station that way. I think is the move. Yeah, I just want to drink this in for a second, because my guy is still slightly sandy, I'm noticing, and yeah, it does look good. It does look good. I like roll in the sand. Roll in some piles of sand, get myself sandier. Sandier? More sandy, I suppose. Is sandy even? Sandy cheeks?
Okay, tell me what to do.
You've still got that 3D printer built into your web shooters, right? I need you to build something real quick. Just sent you the blueprints.
Got him.
But yeah, all of that was basically to say that
like
if this part 1 looks terrible or sounds really terrible,
no. It's all
I'll just chalk it up to the quality and, you know, the quality of the PS5 streaming nature, and we'll have a better setup come part 2, which will hopefully be tomorrow. I'm hoping to just be able to go right into streaming after I get off work for the weekend.
Okay, now,
and then we can party. And we'll see how many parts it takes to get through a New Game Plus playthrough. I know we'll have most of my gadgets, but I'll be going through on the hardest difficulty. It's tradition. Do it with every one of the Spider-Man games. If you don't beat these newer Spider-Man games on the hardest difficulty, you haven't really like done a full playthrough, in my opinion. Especially, everyone always complains the game's too easy. It's way too easy. It's like, yeah, you gotta crank that difficulty up, my friend. Ultimate difficulty is not way too easy. It might be like not the most difficult thing in the world to some people, which I totally understand. Like, everyone plays different types of games, so one thing that's super difficult to someone is gonna be super easy to someone else. But
crime report just came in.
Ultimate difficulty in this universe, at least in the first game and in Miles, was it at least forced you to be very attentive of what you were doing. So hopefully it's good on this one as well.
Come on, load him up. He's here. Smash him. Stealing weapons? Not on my
Yeah, good
watch.
luck with that.
Stick to the plan.
Oh my god.
Whose idea was it to have a gun club in the
God,
city?
I'm so sorry, dude. I was whipping him at astronomical speed.
Replace all the gun clubs with something better.
G-force.
Like a compliment club. Compliments don't hurt anyone, and they're free.
Okay, I need to check this out. What do I got? Oh, affordable suits. What do we got? After level 60, levels become ultimate levels. Sweet. Earn ultimate levels to unlock new styles. So there is like, that's exactly what I wanted. There's still like some progression going forward. That's cool. I don't need like tons. The Spider-Man games don't have like Ratchet and Clank levels of weaponry that you can like. I'm just directly comparing it to Ratchet and Clank because it's Insomniac, but not only that, like in the Ratchet and Clank games had the challenge modes, which were New Game Plus basically, where you could unlock more powerful versions of like all of your weapons and gadgets, and for the weapons specifically, more specifically in the later, newer Ratchet and Clank games, you could unlock these upgraded variants of these weapons that would have like brand new kind of perks, or at the very least allow you to kind of like min-max and like really fucking peak those weapons in the New Game Plus playthroughs. Just added a new element and let you keep feeling like you are progressing even though you're playing the game over again. It's a really good system, and I think Insomniac has had that dialed in since the early Ratchet and Clank games. I cannot tell you how many challenge mode playthroughs I did of Up Your Arsenal. They used to put it was like you had your save file on the save file selection screen, and they had like a little gear icon that would tell, and a number next to it, and however many gears you had was how many times you went through challenge mode. Dude, Up Your Arsenal, I was in double digits. Like, yeah, the Ratchet and Clank games mean something to me, and that's partially why Insomniac being on the Spider-Man games has meant so much to me. Oh my god, I am not mad at this suit. The paneling is kind of weird on the knee section, but honestly, I kind of love the like light. I don't even know if that's blue. It's like a navy / midnight kind of color on the lower section, and then how it fades into the matte kind of gray on the top. I'm not sure if I love the breaking apart of the knee pads. Maybe I'll kind of grow on that, but I love the spider wrapped around the shoulder. That's so cool. Man, do we rock that for a bit? I don't know. Maybe I gotta explore a little bit, because I am seeing some stuff to unlock here. All on the symbiote suits. Is that the classic, bro, the concept art symbiote suit? Oh, I just have that. Oh, that's immediately getting used. Immediately. Can I... Oh, I still have the anti-venom. I thought, wasn't part of the patch notes, was I crazy? Can you change this? Square, triangle... No, that's just swap. Duh. Fucking swapping the pages. Swap hero. No. Oh, here we... No, that's just spider arms. Am I missing something here? Am I covering it? No, doesn't look like it. Am I missing something? Do I have to, like... They wouldn't make you get the black suit first. That wouldn't make any sense. Am I crazy? There was... Part of the patch notes was that you're supposed to be able to change the symbiote color back to black even after you've beaten the game and gotten the anti-venom. You're supposed to be able to still swap it back to black, right? Am I crazy? I thought that was like a bit... Is it... I wouldn't be in the move list. Is it an option on the suits? Like, set... level info. Oh my god, when the eyes shrunk there, that looked so good. Anyways. I don't want to, like, look it up and be disappointed that it's not in there, because I'm almost certain that was a thing. That's really... Is there... I don't even know if anyone's watching this right now. If anyone's watching this at all, even one person, is there a way to change the tendril colors?
Example, you take a punch really well. Good job.
Sorry, I was looking at the quality. symbiote color changer. Ultimate. Dodge parry, auto heal, webline, tendril color. It's in the settings? I'm like, what the fuck, man? Thought I was crazy. Story, white or black. Okay, so you can set it to just like follow what's going on. Or whatever you want. I want black because I'm in the black suit right now. What do I got? It still shows the white
I think I'm
icon.
onto something.
Ooh, but it is black. Oh my god, let's go. That is such a simple thing. That is so satisfying to see. Oh. I like stuff like that. I do agree with people. I do wish that kind of stuff was in the game at launch. For sure. Oh, I missed that. Hold on. Golden Gadget info. You can now purchase and equip golden gadget styles to customize your gadgets. Is it just like a color variation? The golden gadget style to personalize your web shooters. The style can be equipped or unequipped. Not seeing anything that would indicate it's more powerful. Which, not the worst thing in the world. Wow. That seems pretty pricey. In terms of the tech parts and the tokens. Yeah, that seems a little pricey. I have like end game, you know, resources, loot, suits. I have like all that, so. Interesting. They do look nice. I do wish that there was something a little more than just looking gold, but I mean, for a new game plus thing and just an added little feature, that's pretty cool. I also don't know if I would want them to make, like, you're already pretty friggin' powerful. And a little overpowered by the end of the game when it comes to, like, anti-venom and all of that, so I don't know if I would really want them to make you overpowered with that, but I think it's just a little interesting. Oh my god, there's more. New Game Plus Suit Tech Fusion. You can now equip both mods per suit mod group. You can now equip both mods per suit mod group. Does that mean like the ones where you had to choose? Because those upgrade paths you could like choose between two skills at certain points. Is that saying I can choose both? And I don't have to, like, choose one or the other now? Purchase a one-time upgrade to unlock. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Slightly heal. Oh! Gives you a way to kind of have your cake and eat it too a little bit. I like that. Slightly heal on every 10th hit. That one would be crazy, because then I would just be a heal master. I like that. That's a way to still let you have some upgrades going into New Game Plus. Technically old upgrades, but that's cool. It'll let me kind of specialize, not a build, but, you know, at least kind of specialize a little bit here and there. I really want more of these. I'm covering it. Unlocks at ultimate level 4 and 7. I'm level 1. So that's an incentive to keep going. 2 new suits there. 3 new Surge mode suits. Got the hiccups for some reason. 3 new surge mode suits is crazy. I would not have called that. I really like the surge suit, but it's just not one of those suits I would have thought would get variants. It just seems like it's the surge suit, you know? Cool. I like it. Anti-Venom, I am extremely intrigued to see what your variants look like. Just extremely intrigued about that. But for now, I'm going to go you, because I have the black symbiote tendrils equipped, and I want to kind of use those for a bit. Miles, let's throw you into something. Let's throw you in something symbiote flared. Get you matching. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Okay, but let's just not jump. Oh, okay. No. That's yeah. That's got to be it for right now.
That was a big crew, taking advantage while the city's covered in sand. Wish I knew what got into Marco. More.
I did see something while I was looking at the stream. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. It looked a little saturated. Again, not that I can really help it on this one. I'm kind of just going with the native streaming. So, hoping it looks decent.
You're in our way. Yeah, it's one of my superpowers.
Oh, yeah, I mean, already I'm looking at the stream that looks markedly better.
I know.
It was just extremely... Hey.
I'll call you back.
Take a little bit of that in your face.
Stress masquerades as anger sometimes. Just keep looking for people to help.
Now you sound like you're angry.
I'm not angry, Miles. Just focused.
That's what my mom always says when she's angry.
Come on. You've known me for a long time. When have you ever seen me angry?
I'm thinking.
It was a rhetorical question.
Got it. That one time we were playing a board game at your place and you kept losing.
I wasn't angry at you. I was angry at the universe. We have to win.
Oh, I love having the symbiote in the early game. It's so cool.
Okay, the new app is compiling. I figured as long as we're at it, we might as well give it an upgrade.
We don't need anything fancy. We just need to see citizen reports.
Totally. While the patch is updating, we should widen the net. Let's check in with Miles.
Let's do it. I'm down. You know, I'm actually
Over there. She was having trouble breathing.
really excited to play through
Miles,
this
you busy?
again.
What do you need?
Get to the roof of that building nearby.
Having a slingshot.
Yo, you sounded stressed earlier. You doing okay?
Yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I'm hungry, and the vending machine only has those plain low sodium table crackers.
Oh man, that sucks.
I'll manage. Hey, so I'm finally doing that app upgrade I've been talking about, with a little help from my friends.
You're gonna level gate me. I was about to
That's a
hit the
brilliant pun that
sickest
doesn't make sense.
loop-de-loop you've ever
But it will in a
seen.
minute.
Need to make sure I'm remembering the controls on that right. I'm pretty sure you just dive and then hold the web swing. You don't have to do any weird controls or anything, if I remember right.
Okay, I'm here.
There should be a launcher somewhere around there.
I don't see anything that looks like a launcher. Maybe it's under the sand?
Yeah, Miles, it's under the goddamn sand. Yeah. Oh my god, the claws?
Okay.
I was today years old when I realized this suit had claws. This is all sorts of dirty. Just all sorts of dirty and nasty, and I love it.
Hey, I see the launcher. Now what?
You're gonna 3D print a friend.
Oh, you got a weirdly pronounced ass. I don't like it. That's the one critique.
I get it now.
I guess the symbiote kind of highlights it. It's just weird smoothness. It just makes everything
Close,
look weird.
But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it uses spatial and temporal correlated signals.
Over-the-air computation? You're a genius, Genki.
Oh, you.
Oh, now I'm just noticing all the weird details, the weird, like,
stability.
veininess all throughout it. Jesus. Kind of crazy that Miles didn't get a symbiote in this game. I want to say that that was in the cards. I think I saw, like, concepts that it was in the early stages planned that Miles would get a symbiote as well, but I kind of liked having it just core to Peter. That feels like, you know, a core Peter story. However, when you're kind of going into the... Well, I don't want to... I guess I already spoiled a little bit by saying that fucking Miles doesn't get a symbiote, but...
Boys said Spider-Man was at the gun club. Gotta move before he gets here.
Put you down, boys. Come on. Come off it. Yeah.
Need a hand? Lost your keys? There's a locksmith.
I don't want to spoil too much, I guess, is what I was getting to, but given some of the stuff that goes down with the symbiote storyline later in the game, and how, considering the story inspirations that they pull from for the symbiote story in this game, I think they could have gone a little bit crazier and had Miles have a symbiote, and I don't think it would have been too out of the question.
Mijo, are you okay?
Yeah, Ma. You okay?
So I don't know. I don't know. Interesting thought. That is crazy what just occurred there with that ricochet web.
Spider-Man isn't going to get you into hospital.
Oh,
I'll make it, Ma. Promise. Gotta run.
Guard! Enough of this! Bring in the big gun!
Big guns?
just destroyed. Just interesting. What could have been?
Big boy. I can be in physics class right now, memorizing abstract equations for hypothetical situations.
I'll rip your limbs off!
Oh my god, that takedown was so perfectly timed. I did move out of the way, dude. Did you see that?
I can be in physics class right now.
It was one of the craziest damn takedowns you'll ever see in this game.
Shoot the spider! I think I like this kind of physics better.
Got him!
Oh, if I had nailed that like I wanted to. You imagine slingshotting into that perfect takedown? That would have been crazy.
Check it out.
Made short work of him.
Ooh, nice work.
New request just came in.
Copy that. Slingshot
Nice work
engaged.
This will help a lot of people.
Thanks.
Miles, let's hit these last requests and get back to school.
Oof, that level gating hurts, man. Let me frickin' spread my wings.
Spider-Man! Save us!
Try my best. My best means that you're all getting out of here.
I'll check it out.
Betty. That carnage looks Miles, man. It's so good. It's also one of the few cases. I don't know if this is a controversial opinion. I'm not really like the hugest fan of like all the hoodie suits for Spidey. I think it works for Scarlet Spider, but I don't really love the whole like modern, every suit has to have like tons of hoodies and like shoes and stuff. It's just, it gets too much. It works for one suit. When it's that specific suit in a specific medium, like, it works. When all the suits feel like they have to have these weird accessories on them, it starts losing the like special appeal of the Spider-Man suit and the simplicity of it. Like, I get what they're going for with it. The homemade suit in the MCU was really damn good. It's literally this shirt right here is the homemade MCU Spider-Man suit costume that I made. I love it just like everyone else does, but if that becomes the baseline for every suit, they become a lot less special. I really do think there needs to be a good throwback to the classic, like, stripped down Spider-Man suit, the onesie look, but, like, start flexing new designs in it. That Hellfire Gala Peter suit, let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. That's a good step right there. I think that's not too crazy in terms of the design. There's not tons of stuff going on, but the stuff that is going on is fun. I like the design choices of like the webs being core to like the hands and the feet. That's cool. I said before, the spider around the shoulder is a very unique idea. I actually really love that and how that looks for the suit. I'm not like in love with the eyes, but they're also cool, and I think they work with the spider design. I see what they're going for with design symmetry, with how the eyes look compared to how the spider looks. Like, I'm digging this. That is a good step. I mean, yeah, this is kind of what I was just talking about, but it's also not the worst one in the world. Only because it fits the aesthetic of what it's an apocalypse Spider-Man, so I expect to see a bunch of weird stuff attached to him. But yeah. Oof. Why do I feel like Anti-Hawk looks better? Those eyes on the I could be 100% placeboing. Because it's been admittedly quite some time since I went through this game. But those the Anti-Hawk looks markedly different. In a good way. Like, that looks way sharper. I remember this suit style. Yeah. I could be crazy. That looks way better. This specific suit style on the launch game, I remember looking weird. Like candy-like. Not that it looks amazing, but I mean, like, the eyes, there looks to be a bit of a difference. I could be going completely insane, and definitely call me out if that's the case. But yeah, that looks good. I wanted to look at this guy. Did they touch him up? Is he just looking just as good still? Oh, what's up with the lenses? Am I crazy? Hold on.
Being a stamp person sounds
complicated. Oh, I'm freaking Miles right now. Hold on. And people, let me deal with you. I gotta see my Taz and 2 suit. See if they messed up my boy's eyes.
Okay, Marco. What was your subconscious protecting?
One minute I was with you, and the next, you were gone.
Talking crystal. Okay. Seems like it holds a part of Marco's memory.
Just taking your
MJ said that
brain?
there were more crystals scattered around the city. Gotta keep an eye out.
Hey, you want to grab that last request? Looks like some VIP stuck in a limo.
On it. Kinky, is Mrs. Sumida still there?
Yeah, he's with Haley right now. She's trying to stall him for you.
Nice. Hopefully he's gonna tell me how to write my college essay.
You're not done with that yet? You know, since I already got into ESU, I could help you.
Nah, you do too much already. Hey,
There we go.
stay away from that limo.
Alright, let me deal with you guys. I want to switch to Pete. Nothing against you, Miles. You know I love you. You know we're saucy with it. Sometimes I question if I'm better with you or with Peter, honestly. Because you be having those venom abilities. They are dirty. Done. Done. Good night. Lights out.
Let's check on that person in the limo.
Who could it be?
Hospital.
Jonah.
Jameson.
Shaking.
Gotta tell Spider-Man.
What kind of puff piece are you gonna write about this one, huh?
All right, Mr. Jameson. Let's get you to the hospital.
The other Spider-Man carried me.
Spider-Man, you gotta
Wearing a
come
gross
see who
suit.
the VIP in the limo was.
I shudder in anticipation. Sealing a hydrant, then I'm on my way.
Mr.
That
Jameson,
really has been the
it's
curse
Spider-Man.
of almost
You
every
with me?
symbiote suit since the
Going in.
90s, huh?
On your
Just
left.
giving
Hey,
the
Spider-Man.
most
Look who
weirdly
it is.
pronounced cheeks to whoever wears it. I remember that even like 90s cartoon people being like,
Help! I've been abducted!
What? No, I'm helping you, man.
Someone get a photo with this! Mass criminals kidnap beloved newsman!
Some things never
we are
change.
just rocking our
Just be nice
symbiote
to the
suits.
doctors.
Or oh wait, no, Peter's in that. Peter's in my
Kidnap me! I did not
Tasm
consent.
too.
Menaces. I'm
Show me
surrounded by
here. Can I photo mode? From that angle, it doesn't look that bad. There was something in like the bottom on the right, or well, no, I guess it would be his left eye. So his left, but for the sake of how it looks on camera, this lens right there, the left lens for him, in the bottom corner here of it, it looks a little weird on the suit selection menu. There looks like it's almost like another part of the trim of the lens is like sticking through the lens, if that makes any sense. But here it looks fine. I can like, I think I'm just going crazy because I saw that earlier. I feel like I'm seeing a little thing there, but I don't think so. I'm not seeing what I...
But J. Jonah Jameson is not going anywhere, you hear me? I'm not going anywhere! Wait, where am I going?
Give me a close-up here. Give me a close-up. Just flip this camera perspective.
Mr. Parker, where are you?
Principal Evans.
Am I going crazy, or does that look awful? I guess awful is an overstatement for sure, but I think I'm not going crazy. I think there's something weird going on there. Do you see that in the lenses? I feel it's like a distortion almost.
Hi, yes, this is me, Peter Parker. I'm
What?
sorry, there was an
I'm trying to
emergency.
get as
and
close as I
I'll be
can.
there.
Here, in the very close-up, it looks solid, like it looks like a solid piece, But it also looks like a different lens than the TASM 2 lens. And in that other shot, it looked fucking weird.
I promise.
I better see you in 10 seconds or...
Oh no,
I thought they did an update. This was part of the patch notes. They did an update to the web. Oh, this isn't the web. I'm fucking stupid. I'm going in thinking this is the web suit. That's Toby. Can I go to suits from here?
Where's Mr. Sumida?
Is it? Nah, it's a cutscene. I can't.
Just left. Something about going on vacation?
I'm realizing that the patch notes said the webbed suit
Also,
got
while you were
updated,
gone,
which is the Raimi suit. I'm thinking
I got
stupid. I'm
the
thinking
Rand
that's the TASM 2
scholarship.
suit.
Are you serious?
So maybe I was just
Bro, that's like that full
placeboing
ride.
seeing something there, but I could have
Big day for
sworn
everyone.
the lenses were like
Really missing out.
distorted looking
I
on
can't
that.
watch this. But I also can't look away.
Principal Evans.
Yeah. Guess who decided to show up today?
I know this looks terrible.
Looks?
And I'm so sorry.
It's more than looks.
No, I know.
This is
And this is the
absolutely
last thing that I wanted to happen, and
yeah,
it'll never
it's
happen again.
bad.
I've had enough of this.
No, look.
No more excuses. Your job is to protect these students, not to abandon them. You're fired.
I abandoned them to protect them, to abandon them to protect them, ipso facto, tomato, tomato.
You being Spider-Man,
The omelet got made.
It's so hard keeping a job. But I'm sure that you're gonna
The
figure it
omelet
out.
got made. Gravestone quote there, folks. Sorry, Pete. Bummer. Damn. How I'm just gonna do it one more time and then I promise I'll drop this. I'm just like hyper focused on it now. I don't feel like I'm going crazy there. That looks weird. It's not bad. Because if you have to go into photo mode and get like right up in the grill of it, like it's probably not the worst thing in the world. But like if you've seen the suit before and then like it's that I don't know what you'd call this part of the lens. I just don't. That outer side of it, where it kind of scoops down, it just looks different. Like it looks like the lens isn't fully filling it out there. You see? You see what I'm saying? Am I looking crazy? Is there not like a black spot where it looks like the lens should be more fully filling that? Maybe this is how it always looked and I'm just crazy. I honestly don't know. I can't say I've really done like this specific of a photo mode, you know, zoom in on it, so maybe that's it. Anyway, not the hugest deal in the world. I mean, overall, this still looks
You weren't the worst teacher
gorgeous.
we've
Oh my
ever
God.
had, if that helps.
Think
I am going to switch. Sorry to keep cutting you off, guys, but suits are a calling. 5th century. Where's the life story? There it is. That's the one you get for beating the game. Orange Spider-Man. Why is that kind of hard? Something about the orange gives me like Spaceman vibes. Spaceman Spider-Man. That looks dope. I actually like the life story suit. I've heard a lot of people say like this was a lame final suit for the game. And I guess, yeah, when you could have gotten like a comic book suit and you get this suit, you should be happy because this is a comic book suit. I'm almost 99% sure. I haven't read the story or anything. I'm not going to pretend like I know what it's from exactly, but I'm almost certain that it is from a comic. So that complaint kind of seems weird from people, but I could see like you're wanting the sensational Ben Reilly, you're wanting spectacular Spider-Man TV show, you know. When you have those on your mind and you get life story for the final suit, I guess I can see the disappointment there, but I need to stop looking at the movie suits. I think I'm just like too ingrained with the movie suits. I honestly don't know if these actually got touched up or if I'm crazy. But even those lenses look weird to me on this screen. Maybe I'm just nuts. Maybe I am just nuts. I do always love the dark version of the classic suit. This looks so unbelievably hot. With 2 T's. What's not hot? This. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am not against pink Spider-Man. The profile image of this suit didn't look terrible to me. The upper half of this suit, like, cut off the legs, and we're talking about the pink variant specifically if it wasn't totally obvious, but if you cut off the legs, that top half, not terrible. Flip it around, the pattern on the backpack, okay, that starts looking a little weird. You add the legs to that, what were we thinking? What were we thinking? Just completely and utterly, what were we thinking? This one, cool. I see a reasoning behind it. It's the Falcon Spider-Man suit, so you kind of make it have a little different option there, where it's more leaning into the military. I like that. It's cool. And then a snow version of that. That's cool. These are cool suits. What happened here? I was actually really excited when I saw the pink, and then you had to do that design for the bottom part. Ugh. Secret Wars, Civil War. Spider-Punk. One of the few examples of this where it works, where you add like something like the shoes, accessories, all that stuff. I think it actually works well there. The Craven suit. I didn't hate this. It's a little too much going on, but I think it works. Ooh. That blue color variant. I don't know why that's speaking to me. Let's fiddle around a bit here. How about that? This is his. It's not terrible. I'm seeing some stuff I like after that initial first, but I clearly didn't love it immediately. But I'm seeing some stuff I like. The subtle integration of the spider design on the front and back into the blazer. That's cool. I think it's the shoelace color and that trim color around the bottom of the feet. That specific purple is a little too neon compared to the muted purple. I just don't really like that. That is a comic suit, both of the Hellfire Gala suits, so I'm glad they're adding a little bit more comic flair, but yeah, I don't know if this was the one. I forgot they both have this. Riley, if you're watching this, or if you watch this back, or anyone who's a fan of Power Rangers in space, does this not remind you of that episode where TJ was trying to fight against the Psycho Rangers and devise a strategy, and his strategy was to, like, paint everyone blue so that they could throw off the Rangers? It's a cool play. It's a cool play indeed. The Miles version of the Great Responsibility suit is pretty saucy. Coated. Was this one of the DLC or like early access? Pre-order. That's the word I'm looking for. Is that one of those suits? I think so. A lot of people like the end suit. I think it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. Certainly. Why does that actually look so good with it?
I can put that on my resume?
Craven and Wolverine.
Well, listen, there's an
added
open
again.
photo call at the New York Bulletin. I just sent a shot in yesterday. It's not much money, but it's money.
That's Robbie Robertson's paper. We used to work together at the Bugle. I think I know just what he'd like.
Thanks, Miles.
No problem. I might send him a few more shots, too, if I have time.
Robbie always said, don't show me the city, show me New York.
Try. Try my best. God, this game is beautiful. You know what? I think I am going to call it, because I don't want this first episode to run too long. I want the actual streams to be when I have my Elgato tomorrow. And whether I do that as more of like an actual stream, or if that's more of like a playthrough disguised as a, you know, we'll figure out the format of that, how that looks tomorrow. But in terms of this episode, I kind of wanted to just get my bearings and start the game and actually try New Game Plus on the day it came out. Because yeah, I'm just hyped. I love this game. I love this universe. I love Insomniac. They've gone through a lot of really rough shit in the past few months, and I feel for them entirely. I feel for you people who are like, hey, I'm disappointed in the game and I have legitimate criticisms and all that. And the people who voice that stuff respectfully, like, I have nothing but respect in the world for you, you know, by that same token. And, yeah, I just think there is a weird subset of people that's grown in the, like, community around this game that is just, like, don't really know what they want, and, you know, don't really think about what they want. I think some aspects of it are completely valid, but the problem is it's just gotten so wrapped up in so many different voices. And a lot of them are extreme on both ends of the spectrum. You have people coming out saying that Spider-Man 2 is the greatest thing ever.
You too, Robbie. Thanks.
You have people coming out saying that, you know, it failed in one area even though it did all these other things really well, it failed in one specific area, so that means the whole game is just bad. It's crap. You have hyperbole on both ends, and so finding that middle ground is becoming so hard. And it's not just with this game, it's becoming most media, games, movies, TV, anything that you're, you know, engaging with is... Oh, so saucy. Anything you're engaging with nowadays is just like, it's just extremes. There's no sense of like nuance or want for people to be nuanced in conversation anymore.
Well, look who thanks.
Let me get a quick little little celebration.
Something else. Sounds like a good excuse to finally build that Spider-Mobile. Knock him dead, Spidey.
Yeah. I just don't buy into that. I'm not with that whole mentality. You know, I love what I love, and I try to judge everything fairly, even, you know, regardless of that love, even if it's super strong, as it is here. And that's why with Spider-Man 2, I'm fully, you know, the faults I think are very apparent. And I think they've been discussed ad nauseum. And I think that's part of it for me, is just like, we've all discussed what's wrong with the game. I think it's the fact that it just got such high ratings that so many people are so, like, upset in a way for that reason. They're like, dang, man, my complaints can't be validated. And I can't say that that's not an understandable thing. Like, of course that's how people would feel, but I'm just going off on a tangent at a certain point. I just, yeah, felt really strongly about how the community around this game and just Spider-Man in general, but more heightened when this second game released, for sure. Just how toxic and weird this community can be for a character that is so positive and
that's the thing about
trying to do right and see the best in people. It's such a weirdly, toxically negative conversation happening around Insomniac games nowadays. And I think that's my thing. Regardless of what you think about this game, and regardless of, like, you know, your disappointment or lack thereof, I just think, like, the weird conversation that's grown around Insomniac games and how people are saying, like, oh, they fell off, they're so shit, they don't understand what people want anymore. It's like, they made one game that you did not agree with every single one of the story decisions and all of the gameplay decisions. Like, they made one game after a streak of just banger after banger for how many years now? How many years now has Insomniac just been hitting these hitters? I would argue at least since 2016 with the Ratchet & Clank game that they made for the movie tie-in. That is one of the best movie tie-in games that no one wants to talk about. It's phenomenal. You know, we can have another conversation about what it is as a Ratchet & Clank game, because there's certainly a conversation to be had about whether it's a really fantastic Ratchet & Clank game at its core, but it is a fantastic game. I don't think anyone can argue that. Like, I know people who were not even into Ratchet & Clank that played that game and were like, this is tight. This has got something going for it. So, just weird. It's weird how people will turn on someone or, you know, a game company, rather, in this case, you know, because of one thing that was only slightly questionable. That's the thing. If this game were awful, like truly awful, with like live service stuff, microtransactions for all of the suit styles and suit unlocks that you get, you know, all of that, I could understand. This game was, on release, it was a breath of fresh air compared to most of the games coming out nowadays. I was just like, I have a single player open world to go in and just do all the activities in, and you're just leaving me to do that? are you sure? Like, I don't know. It's just certainly, it's the expectations factor, and I guess the first game was really fucking excellent. And so the fact that this is kind of just more of the same, just refined, I can see some people not getting exactly what they wanted. For me, I'm happy. I'm happy. I have, I have my gripes here and there. They're just not enough to take away from how awesome I think the game is. And that's what it is. I think we are going to go ahead and call it here. I have had a fantastic time here just playing through the game, and just freaking I love the Insomniac Spider-Man games. Regardless of whatever minor quibbles I have with the gameplay stuff and whatever like decisions they make in the story that I might not have necessarily fully loved and would have maybe changed had I had a shot at it. But I think, you know, everyone could say that. Everyone wants a shot at changing something nowadays, and I don't think it's fair to say that any of us would have done a better job or would know better. But yeah, regardless of any of those minor quibbles, and we'll maybe get to them as we kind of go through this New Game Plus playthrough and get to some of these things. We'll have more in-depth discussions through the later parts of this series, as we'll also have better quality and better just overall vibe, hopefully. Yeah, I can only speak to the experience I had with this game, and the experience I had was a great 40 to 45 hour platinum. And I don't platinum every game. I know this is not the hardest platinum in the world, but you do have to put in a little bit of effort to get a platinum in most games. And in this one, you have to put in at least a little bit of effort. And I don't do any of that little bit of effort to get any platinum unless I feel like it's worth it. I have only like 10 or 11. And if you know my game library and how extensive it is, 10 or 11, that's saying a lot. So, yeah. I really am having a great time. We only have one trophy to get, and that's just for beating New Game Plus. So, that's going to be the trophy grind. Personal grind, I am going to hope to beat the game with all the golden gadget styles, just because I want to set that benchmark for myself. Let's get all the golden gadget styles, even if we have to do a little grinding, which from the looks of those prices, it looks like we're definitely going to have to do some grinding, not a little bit, which I'm perfectly fine with. Having a chance to dive into the combat with this game again and just kind of live in this world for a bit is exactly why I'm so stoked to do a New Game Plus playthrough. So we'll grind out, get those golden gadget styles. We'll try and get those suit fusions for the different abilities that we could unlock there. We will make sure that by the end of the game, we have unlocked every single one of those new symbiote suit styles. God, I cannot wait to see what they look like all the way through. The anti-venom ones specifically, I'm like really hankering for. I really want to know what those are looking like. And the symbiote surge suit. I was not calling that getting variants, so I'm really curious to see what some of those could look like. It's just such a... It really leans into the alien side of the symbiote more with that surge suit. So I'm just curious to see like what color variants we could get off of that. Almost certainly an anti-venom variant. We'll just get like a reversed white and black and then two more. I'm hoping for like a Carnage look. Would that be too much to ask for? Only because I'm only saying we might not get that just because the base symbiote suits didn't really have like Carnage variants for Peter, at least. That was more like Miles's side. So we'll see. I don't want to put my hopes up, but more symbiote suit styles specifically and not getting like suit styles across the board from a bunch of suits, making me hope that we'll get like something Carnage related with Pete. So we'll see. I have been having a great time. Thank you for tuning in to this part one. I hope that the quality looks okay. I am gonna watch it back. I didn't want to just be constantly like looking at my phone and like, you know, distracted. I wanted to play the first episode and at least have most of it be me just like playing the game and getting back into the groove of it. Uh, Definitely a little rusty, but I'll get back into the proverbial. I'm not gonna even say that. If you could track the sentence that I was about to go on, there was going to be a terrible pun that I wouldn't have even really meant, but I realized it as I was going on there, and yeah, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Yeah, that actually just shook me how bad that would have been. That that would have been dad joke times 20 billion, and we're not having it. Not right now. Maybe next stream. Almost certainly next stream. If me even almost doing it here tells you one thing, I love dad jokes and I will find a way to fit one in. So I'm going to cut this off. I need to cut it short before I just keep going. I love this game and I get excited talking about it, so I'm just looking for any excuse to keep this going. We will tune back in tomorrow. Um, Whether it's like a full-on live stream or if it gets posted as more of like a playthrough video, we'll see. I think I'll stream it just because why not? And I'll have the Elgato and stuff. So I think tomorrow plan on another stream, but plan on the quality and the layout to look a bit different. For this game, I do kind of like having the camera in the bottom left, but I'm realizing it's kind of obscuring some stuff, so maybe I'll bring it to more like just kind of looking at the screen. Maybe I'll bring it more to like the middle left of the screen. Don't want to keep going with the conversations there. Save that for the next bit of story in the playthrough. But yeah, I might tweak some of the stuff just to make a long story short, but it will basically just look hopefully a lot better, a lot smoother, and we will be able to, yeah, we'll be able to just get through the rest of this game and enjoy ourselves a New Game Plus playthrough of Spider-Man 2. Thank you for joining me for part one. I'm super stoked to go through the rest of this game and finish out another chapter of my Spider-Man 2 playthrough lifestyle. Hopefully we get some DLCs in the future. I'm really crossing my fingers. I know that they've had a lot of like internal stuff in the Insomniac studios that has not been great. So I'm not gonna like hold out any hopes necessarily, but if there were some DLC announcements, oh, that would make this playthrough oh so sweet. Could you imagine if by the end of this playthrough we get some sort of like DLC announcement just to like keep the hype going? Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Insomniac, if you're watching, you're not. But for the alternate universe where you are, take note of that, please. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be back tomorrow evening at some point here with part 2 of the New Game Plus Spider-Man 2 playthrough. Thanks again. Have a good night, everyone.